everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I simply talk about Spider-Man Far From Home, the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel, and what I think that movie needs in far as its ad campaign and just in far as Spider-Man in general. So let's do this. For those of you who do not know, the title, I made a whole video about this, but the title has been revealed to be Spider-Man Far From Home. Now I've been wondering, where is this movie taking us? Because, well, for starters, it's taking us into Phase 4. So, where's Phase 4? There's so much that this movie needs, and that this movie should not have, that I need to talk about it with you guys. So, before we start, these are all my opinions, and obviously everyone has different opinions when talking about their most beloved characters, so please, respect my opinions, and I will respect yours, which I really want to hear in the comments down below, so let me know. And while we're on the topic of Spider-Man, please suggest to me Venom comics as I prepare for Venom, which is coming out later this summer. I'm going to check out some reading material. Some of you have already suggested some stuff, and I'm definitely going to check it out, but the more the merrier, so let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to read all those comics for you guys. And now, let's talk about Spider-Man Far From Home. The first thing I'm going to talk about, the ad campaign. I just made a whole video about Avengers 4 and how they should advertise for it. Well, here's how I think they should advertise for Spider-Man Homecoming without Spider-Man. It kills me. It kills me. But don't advertise Spider-Man Far From Home with Spider-Man until after Avengers 4 comes out, because until Avengers 4 comes out, Spider-Man is dead. And Sony is obviously working with Marvel, but they aren't Marvel, so technically they can do what they want, but I'm hoping Marvel's going to be like, don't you dare give away the fact that Spider-Man's coming back until after Avengers 4, because even though we all know it, it takes the fun out of it. So show me the first teaser or something without Peter Parker's face. Tease it. Tease him. Tease his shadow, the webs, like his suit, the people around him, with the exception of other Avengers, because we don't know which ones are going to survive. But, like, just tease, like, maybe his silhouette. But don't show Spider-Man, don't show Tom Holland himself. Like, a full image of Tom Holland, especially his face, until he comes back in Avengers 4. And you have to, and keep in mind, you have to give a little bit of a gap for people to actually see Avengers 4. But I think they have a perfectly fine amount of time to do this, because they have, after the first weekend of May, they have the rest of May. So like, say, let's give it to the end of May until they shouldn't show Peter Parker's face. So if they give it that much time, then they have all of June to just go ham. Do I think they're going to follow through with this? No. But it would be pretty epic. I don't think it's going to be that hard to get people to go see a Marvel, Sony, Spider-Man movie. So I think they can do it. It's a risk. Why not take it? I mean, they don't need the money. Like, they have the money. Well, Sony, actually. But I think it'd be really ballsy, and I think they should do it. So that's my opinion. I think it's the best way to advertise it without ruining it. And I want to know if they're going to do it. So that's my first thing, was how to advertise for this movie. I think they should just tease Spider-Man as much as possible until we know that he is home, safe, and sound. Second thing, coming back around to the whole home, safe, and sound thing, if he's even going to be home, because apparently he's far from home, Peter Parker should not be okay. This is my second thing. This is just a genuine question for you guys. If you died and came back to life, would you be okay? No, I wouldn't be. So why would Peter Parker be? And we don't know what's going to happen in Avengers 4, but it's probably going to be pretty messed up. And if Spider-Man Far From Home takes place moments or minutes, whatever they said, like a very short time, like within the same 24 hours that Avengers 4 ends, tell me how on earth Peter Parker would be, like, completely mentally stable. Like, I'm not asking him to be, like, sobbing and running around insane, but he should have a level of PTSD. Like, give me Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, but a higher, like, slightly, because that movie did not deliver enough of Harry angst as it should have. But like, at least that movie acknowledged the events of Goblet of Fire. So like, I need Far From Home to acknowledge the events of Spider-Man Homecoming and Avengers 4. Like, and Avengers Infinity War. Like, they need to acknowledge that, and I want it to like be prevalent, how this impacted him, how it impacted the world. This is going to be the first glimpse we get into the world after the events of the Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4, those package deal movies that changed everything. Is it 5 years later by the time Avengers 4 ends? Are they going back in time? I know Avengers 4 starts potentially 5 years later, so there's going to be some sort of a time jump, probably. So how does that impact Peter Parker? Is Ned still alive? Like, where's Aunt May? Like, what? Like, I want to know. Marissa Tomei's already been on set, but like, show me how this impacted Peter. Show me how it impacted those he loves and the world around him. And he should not be 150% okay. The things in Avengers 4 and Avengers Infinity War and Spider-Man Homecoming, we should see them grow in his character. He should develop, he should build off of it, and they should impact his decisions. So if it doesn't happen, then that's just sloppy writing. So that's another big thing that Spider-Man Far From Home needs. So moving on. The next thing that I want from Spider-Man Far From Home is, say it with me, folks, louder for those in the back, no love interest. Please, please, please. I don't know about you guys, and maybe it's just because I'm a feminist. I don't know. But it's really, really tiring seeing a superhero that's 99% of the time a guy, a white guy, falling for a girl in a movie, and she eventually falls for him too, and they fall in love, and it's like, yay, they're together, and then they either stay together for the rest of time, or she dies, or something happens, and they break up, and then the next movie, all of a sudden, there's a new love interest. It's like, why on earth does everyone need a love interest, and why on earth does it have to be heterosexual every single time? Like, it's always the same story. It's literally always the same story, and it drives me crazy. I'm so sick of it. I literally can barely watch movies anymore that just like throw in a love interest, and it's like, why was that even there? Like, that's... And we've already seen Gwen Stacy, we've already seen Mary Jane, we've seen just like so much of it, and it's all in the comics, it's all in all the other stories. We don't need it. Peter Parker has enough going on right now, and I heard Kevin Feige say that MJ would be more than a friend. I love Zendaya, and I think MJ is a really interesting character, but I don't see her and Peter being a good match at all, and I don't see why he needs a love interest in every movie. Like, and forgive me for saying this, but Liz Allen didn't even like pay attention to him, and she didn't even like invite him to go swimming and go to the party until she got caught and by him, and like, oh, you're throwing a party? Oh, where are you going? Like, oh, we're going swimming. Do you want to come? Oh, I'm having a party. You're welcome to come if you want. Like, he doesn't need to have a love interest, guys. He does not need to have a love interest every single freaking time. Can we at least make it one movie without him having a love interest? And if he does have a love interest, can we please, just like, please, shake it up? I know that some of you won't like hearing this because he's a beloved character, but I personally think it's more in character for Peter Parker to be like bisexual or something, rather than just having a crush on a different girl every year. And I just can't do it. I can't mentally like stand it. I'm not even joking you. Like, it just, it might ruin any future movies for me if they go the Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane, or like just helpless love interest or anything. If they just do that again, I'll be so disappointed in Marvel. I just can't stand it anymore. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. But I don't think he needs a love interest. He has enough going on. He has enough to deal with. He has enough character development on his own. He's dealing with the fact that he just freaking died and then came back to life. So why does he need to have a love interest? I mean, give Ned a love interest, please. Like, he deserves one. But give Peter Parker just like a chance to just like collect himself, okay? He loses enough people in his life, and I'm just not ready to like jump on that train again. So can we please, 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 please make it a movie without Peter having a love interest? Thank you very much. My TED Talk is over. Okay, if you disagree with me, go ham in the comments below, but I personally am just so freaking sick of it. And There we go. Moving on. Okay, next thing that I want to talk about, more action sequences, please. Give me Spider-Man swinging around. I love it. I want it. I know some people complain that there wasn't that much of it in Spider-Man Homecoming, but frankly, it didn't bug me. If you guys have learned anything from me and my Spider-Man opinions so far, is that I wanted something different with Spider-Man Homecoming, and I got it, and I was 150% happy with it, and I want them to keep going in that direction with it. So, if you want extended sequences of him swinging through Manhattan, then the Amazing Spider-Man movies and the original Raimi films they give me a healthy helping of that, and I'm fine. Like, obviously, I want to see this Peter Parker do it as well, but I do want to see a little bit more action in this movie because, obviously, he's getting more fighting experience with the Avengers movies and all of that, and it seems like some big stuff is happening in this one, so let's step it up. Let's see him step up his game, grow as a person, grow in his battle strategies, all that fun stuff. I just want to see a little bit more intense action and see all his cool fighting tricks. I want to see him use all those cool webs. Like, has he mastered his little course on all of his webs? What will his new suit hold? I'm very interested. I don't know if it will have the spider legs. It's not going to be the Iron Spider suit in Far From Home. They released a photo of it. It was, not an official Marvel Studios photo, but it was for PS4 or something. But yeah, that's exciting. I'm actually very much looking forward to that suit and how the fight sequences are going to play out after Peter Parker, fighting with the Avengers. So that's cool. The next thing I want to see, and the last thing on my list, because we have literally no information about this movie other than the title, and that Spider-Man's in it, is I want Tony Stark to come back. I want Tony Stark to continue to mentor Peter Parker. Will he survive Avengers 4? Nobody knows. I think so. People are talking about Doctor Strange replacing him as like the mentor figure for Spider-Man. They said it was going to be a different Avenger, but why would they say Tony Stark is going to be in Spider-Man Far From Home if it's supposed to be the great mystery if he survives Avengers 4? So I don't think that they would give that away. I'm hoping he continues that father-son, mentor-mentee relationship with him. I think it's adorable. It's so different from Marvel. It's super strong. I love it. I know a lot of other people love it. Personally, I live for it. It's like someone in the comments was asking me my favorite ships, or like what I ship in Marvel, and obviously I don't ship Peter Parker and Tony Stark, but I ship like their father-son relationship. I don't ship them romantically, but I ship them like their like father-son relationship. It's in the comics, guys. Like, oh my god, and I love it. I love like seeing Tony buy Peter stuff, like birthday presents, and like training him and giving him advice. And I loved how they did that in Spider-Man Homecoming. Tony Stark wasn't in the movie too much, but he was in enough to impact Peter and his decisions. And I thought it was really interesting. So I think they should continue with that. And if it can't be Tony Stark, which would, that would break my heart, then I'm excited to see what Avengers it would be, but I definitely want to see them continue to help Peter grow and eventually become who could be potential one of the leaders on the team in the future. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, so I know I've said some opinions that many of you may not agree with in this video, but please let me know in the comments down below what you think and what you think they should do with this movie. This is what I think this movie needs. It's what I want from the movie. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm going to go over more of this once we get more information, obviously. I don't think we're going to be getting anything at Comic-Con. I think Sony's just going to be focusing on Venom and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And obviously Marvel's not going to be there. So I don't know. But I'm looking forward to getting more information from this movie. I think it might be a long wait, but they are filming right now, so if you want to check out some set photos, they should all be on the internet. I've been checking them out. It's very interesting. I love that they're keeping the wardrobe from the first movie, because yeah, Peter Parker is poor, and like when would he have time to go shopping and buy a whole new wardrobe? Like, they're using the same clothes, and I'm pumped about that, because it's just like the little things like that, they really bug me in movies when they don't get them right. And little character details. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to go put up this video, and I'm very excited to hear all of your opinions. Please let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to see more of my coverage of Spider-Man and Marvel and all that fun stuff. And yeah, so give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know what your opinions are. I love having these discussions. Our opinions aren't going to be the same, and that's why I like to talk about it. So that's why I like having this YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm excited, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.